How's it going?
I'm well.
You well?
Yeah. Feeling great.
1 through 10.
I would say 8, 9.
I say same for me.
I would say interchangeable, but 8, 9.
Yeah.
My low days, I'm an 8. Because my low is just one aspect that's making me feel low. Everything else is up.
And what's that?
I'd rather not talk about it.
All right. Fair enough.
It's nothing too serious though. It's not health. It's not none of that stuff. It's not finances. It's not none of that. It's just, But high day, I would say 9, 9.5. I wouldn't say 10.
Yeah, I won't say 10.
That's perfect. And I'm
I ain't where I want to be.
That. Yeah, I'm not where I want to be. So I'm not gonna be lying to myself. How about you?
Same, to be honest.
8, 9?
8, 9. Yeah. 8, 9. I'm pretty fortunate.
8 is
and
low?
I know
9
that.
is
Yeah.
high?
Yeah. 8's low, yeah. It's maybe early in the year it probably would have been a 7.
Yeah, earlier it would have been like a 6.
But
mine would have been like a 2.
But
niggas was unemployed and shit.
Niggas is fortunate and we understand that. You know what I mean? But welcome back to another episode of the Brothers Podcast. This is Nico, aka the Bass Bandit.
And this is your boy Abdalla, aka the Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
Facts. The Dark Knight. No other Dark Knight.
Facts.
I was repulsive at first, but now I'm running with this shit.
He owning it.
I'm owning it.
Owning this shit,
I'm
man.
running with it.
That's it. So before we get into anything, how was your week? You know what I mean?
First, I gotta say RP King Von, man. That
Facts.
shit, like, yo, it's
Facts.
so crazy. Like, you told me about bro last Wednesday.
2
night.
days. Yeah.
After we recorded.
Yeah.
We watching videos, we trading shit. I'm telling you about Chef G and 22Gs and you putting me on the King Von and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since you put me on the bro, I downloaded his shit. I've been listening to Crazy Story Part 2. Well, Part 3. Part 2 and Part 3 because Part 2 is pretty much Part 1 with Lil Durk.
Mm-hmm.
And Part 3 is the newer one with the... And in addition to that, a couple tracks from his new album.
Mm-hmm.
Them shits is fire, by the way. The couple tracks that I got.
Yeah.
Them shits is fire. Like,
he got 2 more mixtapes too. He got his first mixtape is Grandson Volume 1. Then he got LeVon James.
Oh, his name is LeVon?
No. He's his favorite his favorite player is LeBron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think his real name is Davon. So he
okay.
just But yeah, man.
And 2 days after you put me on, like, you sent me a text saying, "Yo, remember the nigga I told you about, bro? Yeah, he died. He
got shot and killed." Yeah, I was on my way to work early. It probably was like 10 a.m. My boy Reem hit me up like, "Yo," because he the one that put me on to Vaughn. He
Reem
put me on
Cups?
to Roddy Rich. He put me on to a few niggas.
From Cups?
No. Reem from my job.
Oh.
And
okay.
Yeah. And he was like, he put me on because he's playing it at work. And I heard Crazy Story. I'm like, oh, nah, this shit crazy. And then I got that text on the train, 10 a.m. It's like, yo, they saying Vaughn got shot. I'm like, what? I went to Twitter. I'm seeing the updates and shit. And then before he could text me and say, yo, they saying he died, I already seen the reports. I'm like, damn, like, that shit is crazy. And I don't know, I'm someone that I get interested in like situations like that, even though like I don't really like seeing videos of people getting shot. The whole incident and like I first started bumping him maybe like 2-3 weeks ago. I just started like looking up his old videos, learning about him, looking at videos about Chicago, his history and shit. And then when that happened, the video surfaced of like the actual like the fight and then the shooting. And then that shit just crazy, man. Like that shit crazy. 2 weeks bumping a nigga. 2 days after I told you, it's unfortunate, man.
Wow, for me it's 2 days. For you it's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I wonder who got 2 months.
Yeah.
Or 2 years out
there. Short period of time. He only been rapping for a year and a half. Literally, he made Crazy Story in jail.
Really?
And then he came out, and then that's when he dropped his mixtape. But yeah, a year and a half, 2 years he been rapping, bro. Like before that, he been in the streets, doing his thing. He beat two cases. And
what
shit.
was the what was the reasoning, to your knowledge, behind this whole altercation?
All right, so there's a good interview of his manager on Leisure Academics channel, and he basically just put certain pieces together that a lot of people, I mean me, I already kind of like already knew, I guess, but it's allegedly, I just say alleged. It's a rapper named Quando Rondo. He's from Atlanta. He lives in Atlanta. And
Corando Rondo?
Nah. It's Kawando. Sorry to cue. Kawando Rondo.
Kawando.
Yeah. And I think him and Von must have had words. I don't know where it went wrong, because it's a video that surfaced of them like joking around with each other and like being cool and shit. So something must have went wrong with them, where I guess Von was on some like, whenever I see this nigga, I'm gonna beat his ass type shit. So we didn't see the initial video when we first saw the shooting. We just saw one angle of him like being Rondo up, and then the guy came around the truck. It was a white truck on the side of him. Rondo's man came behind the truck and he shot Von like 3 or 4 times. But now the video released now where it shows all the moments before that. The shit, the manager literally said in the interview, he said, yo, we didn't know what was going on. This shit happened within a 5 to 7 second span. And that shit was facts. From the moment that Von, all right, so I'll just do a little like overview. So,
my bad.
He had a album release party. He just released an album this week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what's super unfortunate. Like it's like me, when I heard about him getting killed, I'm like, and I learned his history and shit. He been rapping for maybe like 2 years, right? Before this, he beat 2 murder cases. He was in the streets heavy. He's known as a nigga who he say what he say and he do what he do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like allegedly, right? So I mean, he passed away now, but
still allegedly.
Right. So, and he in Chicago, they got beef with niggas a couple blocks from them, 63rd and all that.
1 block away.
And all that stuff. So it's like, he survived all those years. He died 26. He survived all those years, beat 2 murder cases. I'm pretty sure he been in shootouts at some point in his life. Yeah. Beat all of that, right? Only to drop his album. He been gaining success in the last couple years, going on interviews and shit like that. Started making money, made his first $1 million.
I got you.
You know what I mean? And then to die in another state on some like shit that happened in 7 seconds, it's kind of like, damn, like you would look at his life and think, oh, he made it out of Chicago. Like the worst.
He could beat anything.
The worst of his life is behind him. Like you would think, like you made
it in New York, you make it anywhere. These niggas making it Chicago. Yeah. 1 block away.
And then to have it happen is just like life come at you fast. So basically, he performed at this spot called Opium. Mm-hmm. It was his boy's birthday. He released the album, so they were celebrating, right? Usually, his manager said, after the spots, you go back to the hotel and just relax. That's the routine. You know what I'm saying? But this time, he said for some reason this night, Von was on. He said Von is usually super collected because he a street nigga, so he was checking his P's and Q's. He checking the corners. He's super calculated. He don't make no irrational moves unless it's calculated. You know what I mean? He said this night, I don't know. He was just on some other shit. So on their way back to the hotel, Von was in a separate car from his manager. He just told the driver, yo, we going to another spot. He ain't tell nobody else. He didn't tell his manager. He didn't tell his entourage, none of that. But luckily, by the time they got to the spot, his manager and them caught up with him because somebody was in the car. I was like, yo, you know that me and Von, like, we at this new spot. Like, where y'all at? And his manager was like, nigga, where? Like, we at the hotel. So luckily, they got there before everything happened, right? So they in the car. Meanwhile, he's in a bulletproof truck. Von at the time, he in the back with a chick. The guy said it's the driver and his manager in the front seat. One of Von's mans come to the window and says, "Yo, we see so and so in the car. Like he
like him.
He chilling and shit."
Yeah.
He said in that moment, Von just got up, like out the truck and started looking for the nigga, but he didn't know where he was. So literally, like as I'm looking at the video and I'm hearing what he said in the interview, like it all matches up. In the video, Von was in like a crowd. Then you see him walk out the crowd. His head is kind of like this. And then Rondo was at a white truck, right? But he was at the window talking to somebody. And he saw Von before Von saw him. So he stepped up. We can't hear no audio, but he stepped up. As he stepped up, Von turned his head and saw him. So he must have said something to Von. So the misconception that I wasn't there, but a lot of folks are saying that like Von started. I mean, obviously he threw the first punch, but it kind of seemed like the nigga said something to Von first because he didn't see the guy first. His head was this way. The guy stepped up, then Von turned his head. Soon he saw him, he started fucking him up, like just on sight, right? And then literally from the front of the truck to the back of the truck, he was fighting. That's probably 3 seconds. 2 more seconds, you saw the door open on the other side. Nigga wolf on the other side started shooting. 5 seconds, literally. So it's like, it's just crazy how like I said, you go lose through all that shit. 26 years of hardships, you know what I'm saying, going through shootouts for 5 seconds to take a nigga out like that. Niggas was like I just got pawned on to Von, but like the whole, I guess the conception of him was like, this nigga's invincible. Like people thought he was untouchable. Obviously, no man's untouchable.
Come on. I don't know who thought that, but
no. I mean, the
nobody's untouchable. JFK got shot up.
Obviously, nobody's.
If you think you a regular street nigga and you think you more untouchable than the president of the United States,
I'm not saying that he thought that, but like I would see threads of people and I would see even videos and shit because they have like Chirac Legend series and then each of them have like an episode. And like
I gotta tap into that. Yeah. I want to support bros. Yeah. I hope it's like black and it's not like white people behind it exploiting.
It's black. It's
like a American gangster.
It's like black YouTubers and shit. Yeah.
Shout out to them.
But like the views that I've seen, all the stuff that I collected, like the conception of him was like, this nigga beat 2 murder cases. He been in multiple shootouts. Like, this nigga's invincible.
But technically, to be honest, though, that's how they act with everybody. Sean Branch, shout out to Sean Branch. He from Maryland. He street dude, grew up. I watched him on Queen's Flip. It's like people say they be like, oh, man.
Everyone's impossible. It's like
everybody is untouchable. Yeah. Frank Lucas, until Nicky Barnes. Come on, man. The fuck? Stanley Tookie Williams.
And that's
Larry Hoover.
And that's what's bad about this shit. That's what's bad.
Why? It's because we not dissecting this shit. Who is putting these terms out? I'm pretty sure it's white media. So now when a black person, I
don't think so.
Nah, I'm pretty sure because when you listen to, for example, Sean Branch, for example, when he beat 9 murder cases, he said, the media put that name Teflon Sean on me, not me. I wasn't walking around Maryland talking about, I'm Teflon this or whatever. 9 times out of 10 is the media that slaps these things on.
I'm gonna tell you
to put you. Let me finish and then you say whatever. To put you in a Al Pacino, Scarface like basically holding the criminal in high reverence, right? So now other inner city people is going to look up and be like, yo, I went to school with him. Or he lived right down the block from me. Or, yo, he remind me just like me. Or, yo, that's my older cousin. So now it's like all this crack epidemic, everything going on in Maryland is going on around here. So who's to say that I can't take this opportunity like he did and run with it? Who's to say that I'll be caught up? Who's to say I won't make it out? You see what I'm saying? So that's what I posit. I could be wrong, but that's what I posit. It's the media, man.
The reason why I don't think it's the media on King Von's incident and situation because he wasn't covered by, like, he just now started getting like his name ringing bells. Like he's pretty much been like an underground. An underground legend in a sense. Every person that I saw speak of him in high regard was just regular niggas from the hood. Like regular people on Twitter, regular niggas who the YouTube series where it's like people in Chicago making vids about them, or people that just like like you like the music, so you are engaged in the culture and shit like that.
I'm speaking strictly in terms of hyping up him beating 2 murder charges. I'm speaking strictly in terms of everyone any criminal person. Once they're put on a show and niggas is hyping up, oh, he beat 2 murder, or he beat this, or he did. I'm speaking strictly in terms of that. You're going to paint a picture to make it seem like it's optimistic. Like, yo,
I
could get away with this.
I'm trying to say.
I could kill this nigga and get away because King Von got away.
Since I've been looking up this nigga, I haven't seen any big articles about him. It's only been cause he's not really like a big artist. He just started getting hot. The only people that I've seen speaking about him in that high regard, like, yo, this nigga's like the man. Like, he's like, the love he was getting was just from niggas in his community and people that, you know, young people who enjoy his music. That's why I don't think, like, if it was somebody like, you know, a bigger artist where he was getting a lot of, like, you know, a lot of interviews and a lot of news coverage, shit like that, then I could see how the media could sway his perception. But he didn't get to that pinnacle yet. It was literally, all I've seen was just people that are just regular Joe Schmoes.
You talking about while he was alive or after he died? I'm talking about while he was alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, it's just unfortunate. Super obviously, nobody knows what caused the rift between those two guys. But he was just on he did his last interview on $1 Million Worth of Game. I was watching most of it. And he had a little segment where he was like, I think Wallow asked him, like, yo, so when y'all have these issues with these people, or when people have issues in the hood, like, how do y'all, like, why does it go so far? Why don't y'all resolve it? And he kind of broke it. He kind of gave a perspective that he should have took himself. You know what I mean?
This is what you're assuming, though.
What you mean?
We don't know what he did, and we don't know why he did it. I'm talking about all these so-called bad street shit throughout his life.
Let me say what he said. Okay. Let me say what he said. I'm talking about in that instant versus what he said. So what he basically saying that...
Real quick, I was going to say, too, with the whole, what's his name from ATL?
Rondo. Let's call him Rondo.
All right, Rondo. We don't know exactly what transpired between them.
Yeah, I know.
Because while you was talking, I was thinking this is like on some Biggie and Pac shit. Like, these niggas, all these shits is be like, niggas be friends and then want somebody die.
Yeah.
But continue.
He basically said, like, you know, niggas in the hood don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to sit down at a table and come to a common understanding. Yeah. They don't know how to, you know, look at the greater, the bigger picture, basically. And it's like, if somebody dies, it's definitely no reconciliation. Like, because
we gonna come back.
Because now we got family that love me that I just died. We got friends. Now they gonna retaliate. And you got people that love you. Back. And niggas like, yo, so when it's gonna end? It's like, yo, it don't end till all the players is dead. And this shit. You know what I mean?
Off the board.
So it's just
when he said that shit really stood out to me. Like, I really like, damn. Yeah. All these niggas, like it started making me think, like, back in the day when I first, like, back in the day, high school days, niggas used to be like, yo, East New York is wild, yo, that shit crazy. And then you start seeing, like, gang sweeps. 19 niggas in Brownsville got arrested. Like, 12 niggas in East New York got arrested one time. And these is like crazy, like, these are multiple sweeps. This is not just like one sweep in Brownsville, one sweep in East New York. So it's like, all right, we know these dudes already had beef. We know these dudes, like, you know, lost a man or whatever. But now on top of both of these things, the cops just came in and sweeped everybody on some gang injunction type shit. Like, niggas just took a picture with the gang. Like, niggas just, like, playfully pieced the nigga in the gang. Like, oh, you were part of the gang.
They asked you affiliated.
Yeah, so you going to jail. 28 years. So... now, when you look at East New York, it's like some people still say, yo, it's crazy because of old reputation. I'm guessing they're running on. But to be honest, it's like a lot of neighborhoods are really like cool ass, chill ass neighborhoods. So now, is it because all the players have been removed?
Who knows?
Or majority of the players been removed? Or the most rowdy players been removed? Or is this just our perception? Or is this just because we're so, like, amalgamated in the hood? It's like we don't really see the bad that's happening as far as somebody green in the hood. I mean, you could see a bad. You could hear stabbing and shooting. That's a bad offer. Yeah, but to be honest, I haven't heard about a lot of.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't encountered anything
as opposed to when I moved.
Yeah, I haven't encountered anything as of late. As of the last maybe like 7 years, I haven't encountered anything.
When I first moved to the East, bro, that's 2009. 2 weeks after I moved to the East, I heard it was like 2 or 3 in the morning shootout. And then a week later, shootout. It's like, all right, welcome to East New York.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure things still happen. I mean, I don't know. I ain't looking up the studies and the
things
crime
definitely
rate
still happen,
but it's probably not as bad people think.
Yeah,
like how people spoke bad about Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, I had niggas tell me, nigga, you're gonna die in Jeff, bro. I didn't get into one fight in Jeff.
Yeah.
I didn't get jumped. I didn't get stabbed. I didn't get, you know what I mean? I've saw niggas do that, but they was involved in that shit. You know what I mean?
I
stay out the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's unfortunate. And the last thing I want to say is like when he got shot, he fell on the ground. And the video is a lot of speculation because the guy he was fighting, who we find out was Rondo, like he was on top of Vaughn. So it was some people saying that, oh, he was helping Vaughn. Or some guy saying he was trying to take his chain and shit. His manager actually said that the guy was like, "Yo, Vaughn shot," like letting they folks know that Vaughn was shot, which I thought was very like
that makes no sense. My man shoot my enemy, and then I'm telling, "Oh, yo, my enemy shot."
The thing is, because he
didn't want the guy to shoot him.
I don't think. Nah, yeah, I mean,
he didn't expect him.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm not the nigga, but. I don't think he expected or wanted the guy to shoot Vaughn. You know what I mean?
Which is
even though, if I said it seemed kind of noble because like you just getting your ass beat, and you a street nigga. So in my mom, like you on demon time right now. You just getting your ass beat. The nigga just got shot.
That's perception.
So, I'm talking about in general, like a nigga who was just causing you pain,
bodily harm,
now got hurt. And your first instinct is to help him.
Yeah,
so I thought that was noble. If that's true, I think that was noble.
That hurt is different
in that little instance. But and you know what fucked me up too? His man just said that he wasn't in the car when they took him to the hospital, but they man told him it was like, yo, when they was in the car, everybody else was panicking, and Vaughn was like, yo, nah, relax, yo, I'll be good. I'm gonna be good, relax. But he died during surgery. I thought that was like, I don't know. That's very interesting. Like a testament to like who he was. Like he seemed like I watched interviews with him and he seemed like a very calm, you know what I'm saying, soft spoken, very collected. Not too rowdy, not too high energy. So in that moment, I guess that was like his essence. Like even though he just got shot 4 times and he was conscious, like nah, I'll be all right. Everybody relax. You know what I mean? If that's true. I thought that was interesting. But super unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
Great talent. It's sad. You know what? When he first passed, I was like, I mean, now I'm saying rest in peace, but initially I was like, I don't know if I could say rest in peace. Because I seen the history. Like I seen like niggas that he saw got killed and him make fun of niggas that got killed. You know what I mean? And him saying, we smoking on that duck pack. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of like
even his songs,
you live by the gun, you die by the gun. You know what I'm saying? When people were making fun of him dying, I was kind of like, he made fun of niggas dying. So it's kind of like shit goes around. But still, rest in peace, man. It's just sad that
my whole thing is this with people, with life. When people die or whatever, my whole thing is this. It's like, regardless if somebody died natural causes at 90, died from a stroke at 50, or died by violence at 18. At the end of the day, the person died. Like, they're never coming back physically. Ever. So now, if that person was deemed by majority of people as a bad person, okay. But for some reason, that person was good to you, and you remember the good, I don't see you're being true to you by saying, rest in peace.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? People worry too much about other niggas' perception, bro. Like, that's the world we live in. Like, everybody want to be down. Like, oh, niggas writing RIP, I'm pretty sure they never heard a King Von track.
Right.
They probably thought he was in ATL.
Which
He's
is
from ATL.
Which is fine, you know what I'm saying?
Which is fine, but it's less genuine. My whole point is pointing out which one is genuine, which one is not. But at the end of the day, if this person made a positive impact on your life, or they just was, you fucked with them, I don't see a problem with somebody writing RIP.
Yeah.
At all. Like, that's you.
Yeah. Nah, I don't see no problem either. It's just initially, since I knew that, I mean, in my eyes, from what I've collected, and it may not be true, but for things that I've heard about King Von.
But like I said, perception is not reality. Yeah. We don't know these people's lives.
We don't.
You could have caught 3 bodies. You could have beat 3 cases. Fuck it. Catch 5 bodies. Beat 5 cases. How you know niggas ain't fucking caught my little sister, my little cousin, and tried to rape her, and then I had to go out and do what I had to do? People just run off of statistics and the way this statistics was relayed. That's all they run off of.
Sure.
It's like them in the song. It's like, I forgot the name of the track, but he's like, yo, we don't give a fuck what your name is. We go off bodies. Like, we don't care about your rep. We go off bodies. How many bodies you got?
Day in that life. But yeah, man. Super unfortunate, man. R.I.P. Von.
R.I.P. King Von.
My condolences to his family.
I'm gonna
stay
kids. Bumping his shit.
Niggas just gotta do better, man. You know what I mean? Get to a table and just try to. It's a far-fetched idea.
I'm gonna say this too. I thought about this. I find it now. People gonna be like, "Oh, Abdalla, go reaching on a limb," but I find it very funny that up and coming rappers Pop Smoke. Up and coming. He ain't even like really pop yet. No pun intended. Killing Cali. King Von. Up and coming. He ain't really pop yet. Buzz is killing ATL. Rappers from down south, out like podcasts I bump in, people I'm acquainted with, like they'll be like, yo, RIP to this young cat, like bro got this shit is happening. Like there's something going on. There's something going on. This is not coincidence. First of all, I subscribe to there's no such thing as coincidence.
This is nothing we haven't seen before. It's like,
you know what I mean? Not to this magnitude.
Niggas being in the street life, like we know,
up and coming. These guys are damn near out the hood. They're out the.
The thing is,
and they're not even killed. I mean, Nip was different.
Thing is, the same amount of times that we see somebody up and coming, there's a nigga that's not up and coming that died the same exact way. We just seeing them because they up and coming. You get it? Like we see them because they more in the limelight, but it's 100 niggas that's not up and coming that died the same exact way.
But see, that's my point.
The same life.
This is why I'm saying there's something going on, because it's some calculation, because these people are impacting hundreds, if not tens, if not hundreds of people's lives for the better. When they pop, or they already doing it already. It's just that they will do it on a grander scale when they fully make it out, or when they fully, Sure. But with this, in these circumstances, it's like these dudes, the difference between them and a regular like person that's happening to, this is what they're doing. They got all this positivity backing them. That one person is like, we don't know how many people you're helping. We don't know how.
What you mean? What you mean by positivity? What you mean by that?
In terms of, for example, these guys are helping people, family, friends, whoever.
Sure.
Yeah, they rap about what they rap about, but majority of times these niggas, it's not like I did this shit last week and I'm rapping about it. My nigga, you don't even live in the hood. Who are you doing this on?
I don't know.
For majority of rappers, I'm going out on this is me once again. Sure. I'm pretty sure Nip wasn't still doing certain shit like Nipsey.
Oh, Nip.
Like they're not doing these. I'm talking about all rappers. I'm not. Yeah, you did these things, but you did it before you're living the life you're living now. It's not taking anything away from you from what you did. It's not discrediting what you did. But you're not doing this now. So now because you rap a certain way, yeah, people may look at you or paint a certain perception, picture of you. Yeah, we'll put that to the side though. We're looking at all the positive you're doing. This shit happened to 10 rappers who's helping 100 people. That's 1,000 people that was looking up to just 10 people, 10 figures.
Sure.
It's different, bro. The calculate is just different. Like, I'm
you
not.
You think it's a plan to get these guys killed?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes. Well, not
I think
these guys.
I think some would make an argument that
not those
it's
in particular.
better for the folks that you think are planning. I think it's better to keep these niggas alive because they're not rapping about anything positive.
Yeah, but
someone make the argument
that's my point.
I mean, yeah, they're helping these individuals in their neighborhoods, but some could make the argument that why wouldn't they want these guys alive, rapping about killing each other? Why wouldn't they want that ingraining in the youth? You know, that's a bigger plan.
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah,
because your action is proven different. You ain't out here buying a bunch of guns and putting it back in the hood.
I mean, we could use Von as an example. He just beat 2 murder cases. He was on a pending murder case right now.
Okay.
So he was still active to an extent.
Well,
not to put that man down. I'm just saying facts. Like,
yeah, but that murder, like I said, you can be on a pending murder case from 2015. You're a different person now. That's my point.
Sure.
I'm not looking at people. A lot of people, they think in a moment. Like, bro, I'm just saying that shit don't make sense.
All right.
That's how I'm leaving it.
All right. So moving on. I found out some very interesting things about North Korea.
Allegedly.
This lady, she did an interview with Patrick Bet-David from Value Entertainment. Love his
Valuetainment.
Yeah, Value Entertainment.
Valuetainment. It's Valuetainment.
Oh,
yes, one like he made one word with it. Yeah.
The way it's spelled, it has like 2 E's, so I just separated it. But anyway, really good interviews this guy does. A lot of good people he has on there.
Really, really good. Pat.
North Korea defected human rights activist Yeonmi Park. She escaped North Korea at 13, and she was basically, it's like a tell-all interview. He was asking her a lot of personal questions about her experience and her time in North Korea, and even now, because she's an activist. So she is not just from 13. I'm not sure how old she is, but she's speaking about like current times. And a lot of things she said I kind of knew already, but some I didn't know.
You been to North Korea?
And they're a little, huh?
You been to North Korea?
Nah.
Oh.
Nah. You know I haven't been.
I know. You say you know it like I know this for a fact. Like, I seen this shit in North Korea.
I mean, things that we read.
New York Times be lying.
Okay. So every time that we cite something from a source, we gotta keep that
alleged. That's a fact.
All right. From everybody, everything.
No. No.
Okay.
We can't, because
I don't want to.
If they come in with facts, I'm gonna. First of all, I don't just run with shit loosely. You know that. My whole thing is this: if you feel away with something that, or people that I subscribe to, just pick the topic, and I'm gonna bring this facts. But yeah, right. I'm gonna keep that energy though.
All right. So, one channel, no internet, she says, out there, which is fucking insane. I think so.
That's good, yeah.
Because like, one channel, no internet, like how do niggas know what is going on around the world? Depression isn't in the dictionary. There's no, like, nobody knows what being depressed is. She said when she first came to America, she was describing, I guess, her feelings, and somebody was like, "You seem like you're going through depression," and she was like, "What is that?" She didn't know what the word was. That's crazy, and that's a rabbit hole in itself. Like, your citizens not knowing what depression is. They don't know that they are depressed. Like, that's crazy. She said there's really no expression of love, only expression of love towards the leader. So like nobody really says like,
show like
I
PDA.
love you. They don't really show affection. Her parents never told her she loved them. Her parents never told her that they loved her. She never seen her father express to her mom. It's only the folks, they only express to the leader at the current time.
Leader as in what? President?
As in like Kim Jong-un, like his...
Only him as the supreme leader? Mm-hmm. Only that leader?
Mm-hmm. In school, she said the kids have mad problems like if 3 American bastards die and 5 American bastards live, how many, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I think this is cap.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
My spirit telling me this cap.
She also says that this also a 3 generations rule, which I looked up. Basically, if you commit a crime or speak ill will against the regime, mm-hmm. You as well as your family may get sent to prison or killed up to 3 generations. So like if you fuck up, you really fucking your family 3 generations. Behind
or in the future? I would say I can't be in the future. Yeah, it can't be in the future. I wonder how they would do it. If it's like 5 generations present, they gonna do the most recent, I guess.
Most 3, I guess.
I would say most recent 3 because
top 3, yeah.
Because the old niggas they gonna die off. Shit,
which is crazy. So like, that's like really keeping people in check. Like, yo, if you fuck up, you really fucking your grandson.
Yeah, that means fucking your that niece. Means there's no Abdalla of North Korea.
Nah, there's
can't say shit.
Nah, you would be dead. Like this podcast couldn't exist in North Korea. We'll be fucking dead. He asked her like how they make their money, because a lot of people think that the perception of like the people in North Korea is like that they're that the country itself is poor, because she was describing like her lifestyle, how like she's never like most people can't afford like luxurious things, and a lot of her friends and her family they ate like she described what it is to be like frozen potatoes. She never felt what it felt to be like full, like feel full in her stomach. So she was describing poverty, mm-hmm. but she said the country itself isn't poor. And he asked her, so how they making the money? And she described selling drugs. She's the biggest seller of weapons to the Middle East. They sell their citizens.
North Korea is the biggest seller of weapons to the Middle East.
She either said biggest or one of the biggest.
All right, keep on.
Yeah, it's wordplay. I don't know if she said biggest or biggest.
Keep on.
You want to chastise every
bullshit I hear? Yeah, damn right.
All right.
When I speak, you could interject as well. I'm not telling you.
We gonna
let
the conversation flow.
Nigga, what's the point of having what's the point of omitting your ideologies?
What?
I can't be opinionated.
I mean, this is not my ideology. I'm just speaking.
Yeah, but I'm being opinionated based on what I'm hearing. If you disagree with stuff I hear, I'm not disagreeing with you.
But if you speaking at every sentence, I ain't gonna be like, oh, no, that sounds funny. Nope.
I spoke twice so far.
All right, I'm gonna continue. She said they sell their citizens into human trafficking. Like they do, they either do labor work or like they building things in like, let's say, like they mentioned prison. Siberia, they mentioned Africa,
like Angola,
and sexual exploitation. So like the women and children, it's like specifically in China. She mentioned like if they try to escape, they got people at the border that are in conjunction with North Korea, and they'll basically force the women into like prostitution and shit. Like if they try to escape and they meet them at the Chinese border. And she said hacking. They steal a lot of money. Now I don't know much about hacking, but she said they steal a lot of money through information and through hacking and shit. Another thing she said that was interesting, that was crazy to me, because this is mad fucking. This is like almost mandatory. Any man over the height of 138 centimeters is mandatory to serve in the military. For 13 years.
Did you do the conversion to that?
That's like 4'5".
Really?
Yeah. That's 4'5".
So every nigga could fucking go.
Basically.
That's crazy.
138 centimeters, yeah.
30 or 38?
138. 38 centimeters is like probably like a foot, some shit, foot and a half. Men and and then the men and women who are forced into manual labor into these different countries and shit. They're not like citizens of that country now, and they get to like go to work and do the labor. Like they're specifically on camps that are controlled by like officers, and like they can't leave. Like it's shit. It's like slavery. It's like
yeah, that's SS.
The
right
chain
there.
gang
Yeah,
and
that's
shit.
Fucking
and if they try to escape, they
camp.
hold their families hostage. So like they like if you try to escape, just know we got your daughter and your mother and everybody here. So
all right, so I have
be a nice slave.
Tell me one thing that you listed that America does not do.
The the 3 generation rule. Like if you commit a crime, they kill or they sentence 3 generations.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Technically, yeah, they don't do it in that fashion, that form of fashion. That's if it's true, but okay.
I looked it up. It's true.
The 3 generation shit, they really passed like. Wow.
The one channel, no internet. Everything else that I mentioned so far, as far as selling drugs, selling weapons, human trafficking, and hacking, we do that shit.
Would you visit North Korea?
The military thing, no.
Oh, the height thing.
Like,
the height thing.
So far, and like, that's so far that I think that we don't do.
You said no, you wouldn't. You said no, you wouldn't visit.
What?
Visit North Korea? Yeah.
That shit was never on my plans to visit that shit. It was never on my list of countries to visit.
So
now I'm definitely deterred.
So how do you open up your knowledge to other things, other places, other culture? Whereas you can make a definitive statement when you hear something about this particular culture or place or.
What do you mean? Like,
okay, for example, if you heard, hearing what you heard, right? And
which I've been hearing.
You don't plan on going. Like, all right, so
never have.
Okay, so you live in Queens, right? You grew up in Queens. Perfect example. You grew up in Queens all your life. We met in Jeff. You went. Well, no, we met. However, right? And you find out that I live in East New York.
Sure.
A couple months or a year or 2 after us becoming friends. Now you heard about East New York from Queens. And it's like this list. It's not like the list, but it's bad. Crazy. Yeah,
it's bad. In my eyes.
So you come to East New York. You chose to go against what you heard.
Sure.
And you came to East New York, but you experienced East New York.
Yeah.
That is you basically going outside of your comfort zone, going outside of what you was told, and actually experiencing that thing for yourself. So now when you go back to Queens and you in fucking Springfield Gardens and shit, you like, and your homeboys, whoever talk about bring up East New York again, yo, it's crazy, yo.
You can't confirm or deny.
You can say exactly, I actually been there. Sure. What street are you talking about that has the most shootings? Your homeboy gonna be like, well, I don't know the street, but I never been there, but I heard. Sure. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
I would visit North Korea.
But you know, your time being there won't determine the
overall truth.
Yeah, because like it may be shootings like
that night.
It may not be shootings that time you go.
I agree.
When you leave,
I agree. That's why they tell people look at houses at nighttime and daytime.
Yeah, but as it pertains to North Korea,
it doesn't matter. It could be about a religion.
Sure.
It could be about a culture.
What's your question?
I hate DR. I hate Latinos. Go live amongst these people. You never been around them. Guyanese people have a bunch of stupid ass shit that they be saying about Spanish people, but our cultures are damn near the fucking same. We just speak English.
Sure. I'm following.
Yeah, so I want to know why. Okay, So basically, I don't want to know. I just wanted to know if you was gonna go or not, but you answered.
Yeah, nah. I never had plans to go to North Korea. It just never looked appealing to me. From what I've learned, from what I've seen, it never sparked any interest in a place that I would
visit
before this.
All right,
but yeah, another thing, two things she said that I was that I was trying to research, but I couldn't. I found something. How can I say? Like the wordplay was different. Forgot the guy's name. It's like an old leader of theirs. His name is Kim Sung the Second.
It's probably his grandfather.
I think Kim Sung the Second, some shit like that.
Because his grandfather was the leader back in the day.
Yeah. She said their calendar,
and it was Kim. His name was Kim as well, too.
Yeah. She said the calendar starts on
his birthday.
Yeah, but I must have.
I gotta go to North Korea, son. I'm gonna fucking confirm shit.
I must have heard. I must have heard different. Because maybe, because I read it's Kim Sung the Second, his birthday, but they described it weird, like. But from what I read, like their calendar started on like his like the anniversary of his birthday, which is interesting. And something that she said I couldn't confirm this, but if it's true, it's crazy. She said in North Korea, they don't address like the citizens and like the people. They don't address themselves as North Koreans. They call themselves Kim Jong-un race.
Yo, I couldn't, man.
Yo, that's crazy. If that's true, that's crazy.
I got a friend that went to South Korea for 2-3 years, and she was.
South Korea is way more progressive than North Korea.
Okay, I figured you was gonna be impulsive to say something to defend that, but listen to what I'm saying. Right? All right, okay. I don't know. I never been to either one of them niggas. Shit. All right. That's like saying Democrat better than Republican. Like, nigga. Anyway, I spoke to her about certain things. She traveled while in South Korea to other Asian countries. I asked about North Korea. I never heard anything of the sort. But we'll give this one benefit.
I mean, you just have to go there and confirm for yourself.
Yeah,
if you want to. Yeah,
facts.
Yeah, I just want to mention.
I heard South Korea make really good fried chicken. I heard they made the best on the planet.
Asians, period. They just make good fried chicken. I'm gonna give y'all that. I'm gonna give you that. Like that's y'all best shit to me.
I never had
ramen
really good fried chicken from an Asian spot though.
A Chinese spot?
I never had really good Chinese food. Chicken wing does not count. Popeyes blow them niggas out the window.
Nah,
are you crazy?
I'm gonna tell you no.
Popeyes fried chicken tastes worse than.
I'm gonna tell you. There's a specific spot that my dad and my stepmom order. They only order from this spot. I don't know the address. I went there once.
Nostrand? In Clarendon?
I don't know.
Nostrand Snyder. Them niggas be having. It's a Chinese spot. They be having cars double parked.
It might be this spot then, but I don't know. But like
niggas come out with pans of chicken.
Just
chicken alone.
Order pans. Yes. Yeah. It's probably the same spot. I don't know.
Like I went.
They only order from that spot, and I ain't gonna lie. That chicken, like I'm from the hood, so I've had Chinese chicken.
I forgot how that shit. I remember how Popeye tastes.
The seasoning, whatever they doing, is something different.
They must have a Guyanese person.
And that shit tastes better than Popeye chicken to me.
Okay. All right, I'll give you that. Okay, but see,
they specifically drive to that shit.
But see,
it's one down the block. They drive 15 minutes.
Trust me, I know, bro. Parties, my family, we Guyanese, y'all American. Everybody know about these niggas. Anyway, I don't know how they got their word out. They name, I guess, word of mouth.
They probably got an Instagram page.
But what was I gonna say?
Them niggas.
Damn. Oh yeah. That's a bad example though, because that's just one Chinese spot. It's not all South. It's not like all Asian spots or all South Korean spots is being like lined up like yo, all y'all niggas, y'all know how to cook. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause even they friends across the street. Hey, what you doing? You take all our business. Like
they got
the fuck.
They got some shit going on, bro. They got some shit going on. But could like looking at hearing her, it's like an hour and a 45-minute interview,
mm-hmm.
and hearing her speak about that, I just couldn't stop but thinking. I was like, let's say most of the stuff, let's say 50%, because all that shit is bizarre. Yeah. Let's say half of it is true, half.
Yeah, that one, no internet, one TV, yeah. I'm not fucking with that.
That alone is like, and I've been hearing that for a while, like that I've been hearing that, plus looking at the leader and just, you read about like how the citizens they have like there's no, what's the word? You know how in America we have things to differentiate us, and like, okay, you an artist, you go play basketball, okay. you have like art
different
class,
recreational activities.
You into fashion.
They all do one thing.
Like it seemed like it's nothing out there.
Join
like
the military.
It's just like you're a fucking citizen. You're gonna stand in line, and if you talk back to her, we fucking killing you. That's how it seems out there.
You know what's funny though? Every country that the Western put, and this is not coming at her, I'm just speaking like full objectivity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every country that that the West put on blast as far as like, oh, their leader is this tyrannical or dictator, or they treat their citizens like this. They do. Every time they do this, they usually move in. First of all, the country is actually, monitor the efficiency of the country. Now, then the West moves in, do what they do, whether it's killing or replacing the regime or whatever, and then you monitor the efficiency of the country after. 10 times out of 10, that shit is worse than before. Before America or the other Western countries even started speaking about the country. That's one. Two, I find it funny about a lot of countries speaking out. Well, I find it funny that the West tend to have a problem with countries, non-Western countries, non-white countries, having their citizens serve, like making it mandatory for your citizens to do ROTC, be weapon trained, be able to be combat trained. Like everybody have to go through this shit. I find it funny that the West do that, but when Israel do this shit, nobody says shit. Jews growing up in Brooklyn goes, like the Muslims, they have a Hajj trip. Before you die as a Muslim, you have to go to Mecca, pray, do the 7. Jews born in Brooklyn, Wisconsin, wherever, them niggas go to Israel, military trained. It's like a dual citizenship type shit. So in case of any war we have with any country, you fly your ass back to Israel and you support this is your homeland, this your people, this. But yet when other people do it, oh my God, look at it. It's like he's like Scar, and his citizens is like the hyenas.
They're playing favorites.
It's bullshit. It's just
they're playing favorites.
You're moving the goalposts.
They're playing favorites.
You're moving the goalposts. That's
I'm the manager. Let's just say I'm the manager, and I like an employee, but I don't like you. Yeah. He fuck up. You good, bro? You fuck up. We on your ass.
Yeah, right up.
It's not right. It's not morally right. Of course not. But niggas playing favorites. Who can benefit me more? Who right now? I mean, it's been this way for years, it seems. But right, I mean, I think the arch nemesis of America is what, China and shit. That's what it seems like. Like the two biggest powers. We owe these niggas money. You know what I mean? So like,
it's crazy. Frieza owe Goku money. Think about this shit. Think about it. Who you hated growing up?
It seems like they are arch enemies.
Think about a person who you just couldn't fuck with as a person. Like you just can't fuck with this nigga. And you have a job. Somebody asks you to do a job
because it's business, and you could have put you. That's what they're gonna say.
Yeah,
I don't have to like you to do business with you.
You're right.
Like I'm pretty sure, like if Chinese, the Chinese regime and whatever they call it, pretty sure if you in they close little knit circles, they probably talk mad shit about America, but they still important shit to us because we can give them. You know, it's the name of the game.
You're right. Business not personal.
Name of the game.
But that shit just don't. That's just
it's corny.
Ultimate bullshit.
Yeah, it is. But
you can't be my arch enemy. Like nigga, I'm seeing you. It's like you know what time I'm on.
But it ain't like an on site because like it ain't like
it's not an on site. That's what I'm saying. It's bullshit. These niggas are at war. Cold War. Oh my god. Yeah. Nah, these niggas is bullshitting. It's to condition citizens. Condition our citizens to fucking hate those citizens. And not aspire to go visit that place. Because why? When you visit there and you fuck with them niggas, you gonna see how you getting fucked just like they getting fucked by their government.
Another reason that's true. Another reason why I never had intentions on visiting North Korea. Because a lot of like people that have influence, whenever I've seen them speak about their visit to, let's say, China or their visit to North Korea, usually these folks, they have bigger platforms than us. But these folks are like outspoken, like how we're outspoken. They're outspoken, and going into those countries,
you need a debriefing.
Having you spoken bad about, let's say you didn't speak in agreement with them, it can get a lot of close calls for you. Cause like you're a person of influence, you're a person of media, and whenever they went, they said those people know who you are, and they don't want anyone in their country that's going to be speaking bad about them. So it's been times where shit got a little shaky for niggas out there. Like people who had influences like us, maybe they've been podcasts or media shows, shit like that, and they go out there and
they got hemmed up.
They got hemmed up a little bit.
For talking out of pocket.
We heard what you said about our regime, and you know what I mean.
So you're like, Mr. Abdalla, huh?
I'm paraphrasing because I'm not speaking what they saying, but
accents are
yeah.
Funny,
So like
huh?
knowing that, I'm like I don't want to go to a country where I have freedom of speech here and I'm speaking my mind, and I may go there and niggas be like, yo, we saw episode.
Do we have freedom of speech here?
We
more
have,
than that. More than that.
We have more. Like
okay.
We got niggas in the country. We got niggas like Michael Rappaport, right? Shout out to him. Niggas like him, actors who are literally making 5-minute videos. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck your kids. You a cocksucker. All that shit.
But see, I don't agree with that.
That would not happen in North Korea. Nah, I don't feel that either. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But thing is,
that would not happen
in
North Korea.
I wouldn't say I don't disagree with it because his kids aren't children. They're grown as adults.
Some of them. Not all of them.
Donald Trump's kids? He has a kid that's younger?
Yeah. That's like 12.
Well, the ones 12, he mentioned in the video, the one he from mentioned the book, like his name.
The one from that book, that time traveling book, Don and all of that.
He's like 13 some shit.
Yeah, he's young. He's with the daughter. He's with the Russian.
70.
The Russian wife. Yeah.
That nigga's like.
Well, I don't know how old he is. But
he's in his 70s, I think.
Well, you know, a lot of money.
Pumping that shit.
Millions and billions do a lot for your health and shit. You could buy a lot of spirulina and sea moss.
3 days, he say. But yeah, so like. That shit ain't gonna fly in North Korea.
I feel you.
Know what I mean?
China too.
Yeah.
I would say Russia too. I would say.
So. Yeah.
I look at China, Russia, and North Korea as the left wing, and America and England as the right wing, and Israel
of the same bird,
of the same shit. Because all it is they make it seem like North Korean, according to shit we came across allegedly, I would say these niggas don't waste time like America. Like, bro, you Muslim? Get your ass in that fucking camp. Like that's how they are.
Yeah.
Like America, they like, you're Muslim?
Yeah. They indoctrinate
step into this room,
for like
please.
Years and shit.
Oh, so where are you going? Yeah, exactly. Where are you going? Where are you from? How do you make your money? Like they gonna do it in a more diplomatic way and shit.
Yeah. It's a slower death in America. Like we're gonna.
I want my racism straight
slowly.
up. I want my subjugation, everything straight up. So
you would rather a government like China, like North Korea?
Be honest, so I could leave. The fuck, I don't mind. Why would I stay here and pay taxes to this government?
It seems like it's tough to leave North Korea though.
Because
like you gotta escape.
I don't know.
Leaving it.
I don't know. I can't say. I don't know. I can't say. But what I do know, what is interesting though, I don't want to change the topic. Let me know if you.
No,
cool?
Yeah, I'm
all right. So what I found interesting though is I was doing some reading last night and it said that this whole stimulus thing is to get citizens acquainted and more accustomed with having the government take care of you on some government cheese type shit,
like socialism.
Yeah. So, well, I don't know how socialism go exactly. I don't know the full in depth for socialism, capitalism.
I think the overview of socialism, not to cut you off, but
because a lot of them have a lot of stipulations, like
it's a lot of
15 points to this shit.
Yeah, I think. Oh, well, I may be completely wrong, but from what I've heard from like successful people and how they don't like socialism, it seemed, from what I've collected, it seems like
the wealth is more scattered.
What socialism is that like, if you're poor, the rich and the government helps you to lift you back up type shit. Like it's like you don't necessarily have to work hard to live a decent life.
But like, that's one aspect, and also
more taxes.
Also,
like
if you're rich, you get it's a ceiling to your wealth.
Yeah.
That's why it's like everything.
I was watching an interview with Patrick Bet-David and Robert Kiyosaki today, and it was like, yeah, this country's turning into socialism. And then Robert Kiyosaki, who I love his book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, he was like, if you look at like all of the people that did mass murders, I don't know the name. You probably know the names. I'm not a historian. I don't know the names, but he mentioned Hitler. He mentioned some other people. He said they were all socialists. I can't confirm or deny, but he was shitting on socialism, as he should, because he's $100 millionaire, billionaire. Who knows? They don't want to be taxed on their wealth to help people that they deem are not working for it. That's the overview that I've got for people that hate socialism.
I would understand if it's like for lazy people, but if it's like people who just like life is just
tough,
or it's predicaments, like they're just placed in certain predicaments. It's like family just died randomly on some Bruce Wayne shit.
Yeah,
it's like, damn, you an orphan. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be
all right. I'm gonna look out, but I understand to an extent. Yeah. However, I would say what I see it as is, once again, it's all about greed, and these people want one world power, one world government, one world money, one world everything, religion, everything. So now the easiest way for us to attain that, well, no, before I say that, the easier government for us to utilize to attain that would be a capitalist government as opposed to a socialist government. If we want this type of time, if 70% of us reside in America, why the fuck we gonna implement a socialist government in here? Nah, you 30%, y'all live in other continents around the world. Nah, y'all could keep that shit over there. Don't fucking bring that here. Niggas trying to monopolize. This is how giant corporations gonna swallow up smaller corporations. Monopolize. If we got socialism, niggas gonna keep getting bailouts. You struggling, bailout. So how the fuck we gonna merge and acquisition this nigga? How we gonna emanate him? How we gonna get him out the paint?
Right.
That's all I see it as. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. But was that your final point? Because I cut you off. Like, were you?
I can't even remember.
Damn.
But I feel satisfied with the conversation. It's cool.
Yeah. Fuck it. So, we recently saw that Oregon made it. They decriminalized all drugs for personal use. Well, that's heroin, cocaine, PCP, crack, dust. I mean, yeah. And before we get into everything, the reason why, from the article that I read, the reasoning they're saying, there's always shit underlined. Yeah. But the reasoning they're saying is that Portland, they decriminalized drugs for some time now, and they didn't see an increase in drug use or like drug crime. And they said that what they were doing in Oregon just wasn't working. Mm-hmm. So
they give people drugs.
I guess they just gonna. This is like their new route. They're gonna decriminalize it. If this state didn't have an increase in violence or drug offenses, which I don't really seem to make sense, because like, nigga, it's legal now. I can walk with my shit on me. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm about to just start selling my shit. Like, I'm about to just start. I don't know, but yeah, that's very interesting. Cause you know that like they say like one. I have studies. They say like 1 in 10 Oregon Indians, whatever the fuck they're called,
yeah,
are like they do drugs and shit.
Yeah, it's a fucking predominantly white state.
1 in 10. That's a lot of people, bro.
That's a lot of white people. That's high. The fuck. And how funny is it that they say all drugs.
1 in 11 is addicted to drugs. This is on average, nearly 2 people die every day from overdoses.
Say something. 2 people a day. And they legalize drugs.
That's crazy.
That's these fucking government. Yeah, white people. Yeah, government don't give a fuck about you niggas either. The fuck.
Yeah, no,
more shit happens. Oh, white women, you can't get abortion. Oh, white women, even if you get raped, you can't get abortion. Oh, even if, like, the fuck are you telling me? Oh, and you y'all niggas, man, y'all niggas capping. All these niggas capping. So to bring down crime rate or whatever, we legalize all drugs.
They said they didn't see an increase in Portland. So I guess they probably just...
Did they say what the main reason why behind this, though? To legalize it?
From what I read, they just said that that what they were doing with the drugs obviously wasn't working. And
what the fuck were they doing?
They saw like I guess they saw like a positive outcome from Portland.
I think they're lying. I think this is what it is. Once again, it goes back to money. Follow the money trail. Everything is money. Now, the same way we decriminalize marijuana on a state level, we seen the revenue that these states been making. And boy, some of these states is in the billions, if not majority of them are in the billions because of marijuana usage. So now, hey, I'm Oregon and I have predominantly white motherfuckers that live here. And these niggas predominantly use meth, coke, heroin. That's why they look fucked up. So now, why don't we do the same thing we did with marijuana with these niggers? Well, the majority of the country is non-black. But why don't we do the same thing we did with marijuana and do it with these white drugs? We made $2 billion last year just off of marijuana. Yeah, but
definitely gonna tax niggas
based on our law enforcement confiscations, we seized $5 billion worth of meth and heroin, and that's just for last year.
Right.
So hey, why don't we just free the shit up?
Yeah, we're gonna tax niggas on it.
But they did say I was reading the CNN report. They said it's like a certain amount is permissible, and how they gonna treat it now?
With a fucking a duffel bag full of coke.
Yo, I got that meth.
Right, niggas in Times Square. Yo, get that PCP. Get the PCP.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. So now it's gonna be Oh, another thing too. They said is the fines is gonna be like parking ticket fines.
Yeah,
$50, $60, $75.
I read $100.
$100?
$100 fine.
I'm going off of the value for parking tickets in New York. That's why I said $50.
You said what they're saying in Oregon?
Yeah, in Oregon they said it's gonna be like parking tickets fines. That's what they said. They didn't give a value, but the values I was given was New York values.
Yeah. Now I read it said instead of going to trial and facing possible jail time, a person would have the option of paying an $100 fine or attending new, in quotations, addiction recovery centers funded by millions of dollars of tax revenue from Oregon's legalized regulated marijuana industry. I found that part interesting. Like, the funding from all these niggas, all these drug addicts going to these centers is going to be funded by the marijuana industry,
which is funded by taxpayers,
right?
Which we fucking built this.
Yeah.
Recreational center. That's my shit. That's my building. It got your name on it, but that's me and everybody on my block shit.
Mm-hmm. And a little bit to answer your question about why they would do this, why they saying they would do this. It says it may sound like a radical concept, but the initiative backers said making criminals out of drug users, locking them up and burdening them with criminal records that made it difficult to find housing and jobs was not working.
So why the fuck you still got all these black and Latinos locked up? Since they so fucking smart. They lying. That's what I'm saying. They keep lying. They gonna keep lying. They gonna keep fucking lying. And the lie is gonna be more bullshit over more bullshit over more bullshit.
Yeah. I just
make
imagine,
no fucking sense.
Walking around just like, yo, I got that shit. I got
these niggas are using drugs that are proven to increase violence. Period, nigga. Period.
And destroy neighborhoods.
Destroy niggas' teeth. Yeah. Destroy niggas' families. And destroy marriages. Destroy relationships. Yeah. And you telling me this bullshit? Oh, well, what we were doing before with the drugs, it wasn't working. What the fuck were you doing with the drugs? Taking the drugs, confiscated, and pouring it in the black neighborhoods. It's not enough black people in Oregon. What the fuck were you doing with the fucking drugs? So instead of confiscating these drugs, we're going to sell you this drugs because it's going to make you act out and it's going to make you want to call law enforcement. Like that, shut the fuck up, man. These niggas, they bullshitting. They bullshitting, man. I'm sorry for cursing so much. I know we have a new leaf that we're trying to turn over, but these they just irk my shit, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what good could come from this. I feel like
that's Sodom and Gomorrah, bro.
They're gonna do more drugs,
bro. They opening the gates to Sodom and Gomorrah. That's all it is. Yeah. Wow, look at the policies being passed right now. Oh my God. This is why when people say the end of the world, it's not the world is definitely boom. The earth is magically no more in the fucking solar system. No, it's not that. It's what we know it as. So we're in a year where everybody, I want to go to America. I want a visa. Okay, let me tell you niggas what America is passing right now that you want to come here so bad and live and shit. I want to buy land outside of America. I would still visit America. I still have a hub in America because, certain people are, I have developed certain relationships and I would like to be on the side of the righteous ones, giving it up for the revolution. Mm-hmm. In addition to that, we in a time whereas congressmen, senators, governors are saying, I am a pedophile. That's one. I am pro-abortion. That's two. I am pro-trannies reading to 4 or 5 year, 6-year-olds. I am pro legalizing drugs that are proven to destroy everything, like we said. I ain't about to go over that again. I am pro. What else? What else we been hearing, bro?
Nigga, the government.
My whole thing is this.
There's a lot of corruption.
These policies in conjunction with each other, like it's like, yo.
And with
all right, I'm gonna say this.
Sounds better to other people. This.
As a white man, me hearing this, my God, I can go out. You're telling me I could go shoot a black man in one day? I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Of course, it's dragging it, but one day I can go out, smoke some meth, shoot a black man, spit on a black woman, kidnap a black child, rape a white woman, and I just get off scotch-free. And then before I go home, I go buy some crack. So I bought meth in the morning. I bought crack at night. But I did all this crazy shit throughout the day. We could even swap out the black. We spit on a Mexican child. What do you want? We could sub this shit out. At the end of the day, I'm a white man. And I'm getting away with all this shit.
Sure.
Not saying all white men will conjure up these thoughts. Or it's going to be opportunists because of these things. No, I'm not saying that at all. But this is basically what America is saying. American government is saying to white people, signaling to white people. Also, you could carry guns. You carry guns, you shoot niggas and shit. Like, you gonna get off.
Even with all of that,
niggas
people
still
coming from other countries
still gonna want.
Still,
I know, because they're looking at, like you said earlier, appeal. That's all I care about. Appeal.
We do have I would say, even with all the corruption, it's no denying we got the most opportunity.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I would say
that's
too.
what people are coming for.
Now, that's if your mindset is like that. I have no problem. You could go anywhere as long as you have okay. But if your foundation is off, that's my whole thing. I always say foundation. If your foundation is good and you know what you're coming for, by all means, get your fucking visa. I ain't holding nobody back. Do what you want. Mm-hmm. But if you just blindly, me speaking is a warning. Me speaking is alarm. That's it. That's all it is. Alarm clock. You can hit snooze. I don't care. But the thing is,
a lot of people outside the country don't know what's going on. They don't.
That's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's why I said I'm the alarm. Before I'm going to wake you up to this. Now you can hit snooze if you want. I don't give a fuck. My life, I'm good.
Yeah. Some niggas, hey man. Some niggas gonna hail that and say, yo, my country's still worse.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You can come, but this is what to expect. I'm not saying don't come because this is what's going on. Yeah. Come, but this is what to expect. Yeah. Don't come and switch up. I mean, even though it's waste of words, niggas gonna be them. Money just gonna intensify who you are. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey man. Yeah.
I have a question.
Sure.
I was asking a group of women this. But if you and your girl was at a concert, right? Mm-hmm. And this is like Trey Songz, Chris Brown, Tyga, whoever it is. And he like, yo, come on stage. And she goes on stage.
Ooh, and I'm with her.
Listen.
She's not going on stage if I'm with her, but continue. The fuck?
Yeah, that's a fucking.
She's not going on stage.
You're not going on stage.
For what?
If you're not going on stage. He can
sing to you.
If you go on stage, you're single.
Why not the man singing to you?
So your first step in that towards the direction of the stage from me, we're broke up. I'm single. So your first step, I'm single. This is single Abdalla now.
Right.
You could go live your life. But she goes on stage. Listen. It's still snaring.
I'm listening.
And then he tells her, would you like to come backstage? Now, she turns to you. This is when she want to be, moral, she want to ask advice.
That ain't even moral. I'm going to tell you why. Sorry to cut you off.
She asked if it's okay for her to go backstage.
First of all,
do you mind, rather?
Even asking
you mind.
Is a lack of morality for me. Mm-hmm. My girl already know. First of all, she ain't on that stage, but let's say she is, right?
Yeah, let's say she is.
Let's say I say, you know what?
Yeah.
You've been begging for this concert for 3 years since we met.
3 years?
Yeah. Let's say that the situation.
You better let her backstage then. If she's been begging for 3 years, she gotta go backstage.
Let's just say the situation. I'm like, you know what? I know you're a huge fan of Drake. He asked you to go on stage.
Yeah, add Drake to the list.
Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, but
French Montana too.
I'm allowing you to go. But I don't gotta say it, but you know what the fuck you ain't supposed to do, right? If she on stage and she turns around and asks for permission,
I'm not getting. She's not going on stage.
I know. I'm playing white devil's advocate.
Oh! If she do go on stage, you saying? Okay. I thought you saying because of Drake, you gonna let her go on stage.
No, it can be any guy. Let's just say I'm that guy that's like, you know what? You've been begging me for these concert tickets for mad long. It's finally here. We had a rough year. Go ahead, go on stage. Let him sing to you. Cool, but I know you mind. if you turn around and you ask if you can go backstage,
I already know what time it is.
Your morality is off because you wouldn't even ask me that because you know what backstage means.
This relationship is over.
You know what it means. But continue,
bro.
Your thing.
I equate it to this. Now, of course, women gonna talk their shit. I don't give a fuck. Now, I'm equating it to this. A nigga calling you on stage to sing to you.
That's his way of spitting.
And, well, seeing us together and he call you to sing to you and you go. That is on a way higher scale than us being out in public and a nigga winking at you and you smiling or you just fucking with it. Like you going along with it.
Yeah.
That's way, way different.
Yeah.
That's the same shit. What this nigga is singing, looking at you for 2 minutes,
and he bringing you on
singing.
Stage.
Neighbors know my name.
Yeah,
scratching and all that shit, and you're clearly blushing and smiling.
Yeah,
your eyes are clearly dilated. Your dopamine is clearly going crazy in your body, and you telling me your pussy ain't wet? Shut the fuck up, man. Get the hell out of my face. Everybody know a woman is captivated in her mind first before she give up her body. Period. So don't bullshit me with this. But anyway, what I was getting at is, now I was getting passionate because the bullshit. So I asked these women that question, and
these are like real women. You act like
real living women. They're not on PS4, PSN. They're not on Skype or anything. And they, two of them got boyfriends. They all say yes.
They will go on stage.
The question posed at them was, would you go backstage?
Oh, what? So they said yeah.
They all said yes.
So they're not loyal. They have lack of morality, lack of character. They're not trustworthy, and that's a disrespect to their men. And if you're listening, that's who you are. You need to accept this as who you are. I don't know y'all names
now,
but I'm speaking directly to
y'all. I have
a
follow-up.
This is
do who you feel are. As though every woman has that guy she would be willing to do that with? With or without a husband being in the picture? Husband, wife, children, everything. Everything is set. But I think there is. I think so.
Like every girl has that one guy that they'll just they'll put aside all their
don't necessarily have to know the guy. But they meet. It's like, you know, when you meet somebody, it's like, I don't know, it's like I just felt something. I felt like I know you for so long and all this. The energies is just there. And then this nigga coming with the right game, right tone of voice, right?
Like, like all the stars align for that nigga to get you. He checks off every box. Yeah. The situation is perfect.
I think so.
Yeah, the situation is
I think so. Because now it goes to this. I
think most women.
I think because it's a reason why women brag about this shit. Right nowadays, they brag about it. For the way I hear them speak about it, it's like, yeah, nigga, we bragging about this shit. Women cheat better than men. The way I hear women speak about this shit nowadays, it's like, yeah, I'm letting my nuts hang. So who's to say?
Yeah, I mean,
who's to say shit hasn't already happened in our lives, in our past, with women that we took really, you know,
I think
in high reverence.
Most women,
we don't know.
I think most women have that one guy. I don't think every woman. I feel like some women they gonna hold it down. They loyal in their heart. Okay. They gonna hold it down. But I think most women, like, I've asked girls that got boyfriends. I say, and they're huge fans of Chris Brown. I said, yo, if Chris Brown, he came in the store right now and said, yo, I pay you for whatever your shift is the rest of the day. You can spend the weekend with me. She got a whole nigga. They always say, yeah, like, it's Chris Brown. It's Drake. It's Trey Songz. So there are women that just gonna, look, this is, can you be mad at me? I'm like, yes, nigga, you have a boyfriend. Like, trying to, like, add reason to it. Like, you're still cheating. I don't give a fuck if it was Jesus Christ. You're cheating. But that would never, her going on stage, me allowing
single.
That shit would never happen. And I already No, like you already know how I like my women. Like
what? Dominican?
No.
Non-black?
What?
Non-African American heritage?
My girl now is black.
I have to meet her.
The last couple women that I messed with were black.
Tell her I have to meet her in person to believe this.
Okay. We could check we compare resumes and see who has more Latina girlfriends, and it's you. Contrary to popular belief, it ain't the light skinned nigga, it's him. Anyway,
thanks a lot, Dominique.
Yo, I'm just saying. It's alright though, man. It's alright. Embrace it.
I don't know why you lying to these people.
Embrace it, bro. It's alright.
Embrace what?
Come on, man.
Platanos?
Nah, I ain't gonna mention no names.
I had some last night, actually.
But it's a girl that I used to speak to, and you say that you admire this about her. You know what I'm talking about. Name start with an S.
Yeah.
Where like,
yeah,
you don't even have to.
Yeah.
And I only point her out specifically because he knows her. I'm not like, obviously I have a girl now, but you don't even have to, nigga. Soon as if it was her in that instance, soon as he would have pointed to her, she would have gave him the illest look.
Like, nigga, you fucking
like,
crazy.
Are you fucking dumb?
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. I think she would be like the only one on the planet that would be like, nah, I'm rocking with my man.
Like, that's the energy a girlfriend should have. That's the energy that woman should
have.
I don't
want a girlfriend that be smiley with every nigga.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Nah.
Every nigga say hi, you don't have to smile and be like, hi.
Yeah, I don't like that.
The fuck are you laughing at?
You too friendly.
Yeah, niggas gonna be like, oh.
You too friendly.
Oh, man.
Like, I don't mind my girl, she walking in the street, nigga say, oh, you're so beautiful. She say thank you. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. But all that, like, you standing somewhere stationary, a nigga approach you, and like, he's obviously giving you game. If your first instinct ain't to like, yo, I have a man, I have a husband.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's clip. All that, like, oh yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. Oh, and then you say, oh well, I have a. He don't even know where you from. Bro. He don't even know nothing about you. Like, I have a man.
There's women who give their number out, texting
their Instagram, which is like the number, which is
I'm gonna be one further. Give their number out, text.
That has happened to me.
And they like, I didn't know he was interested.
Yeah,
I didn't know you were interested, bitch. What the fuck we doing in the park right now with ice cream? What are we doing?
I have a woman on my Instagram right now.
You think I want to be your friend that bad?
Right. I have a woman on my Instagram right now. Now this is months ago.
Yeah.
That I met her on TikTok, and she's a very attractive woman. She's probably like maybe, I don't know, 6-7 years older than me. Has a full family. I think she has a husband.
Okay.
But met her on TikTok. It started off with just me, giving her tips and shit. Then we got on Instagram and then spoken a little bit. I was shooting my shot. I was complimenting her. I was saying how beautiful she is. She was responding, actively responding. I got her number. I would text her, actively responding. Yeah. I was the one that was just like,
fuck it.
This is like I see myself not really being interested in this. But who knows if I would have kept. Now this woman that she has like 2 kids, 2-3 kids, husband, they share a house together, like they're married.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even though it never got to the point of like us speaking about sex, but I definitely did ask her out to lunch, and she's like, yeah, sure. Like, I need women to understand, like, I am a very nice guy, right? Don't get it fucked up.
Do not get it fucked up. I
asked you to lunch, I'm trying to fuck.
I'm glad you brought this segment because this was another topic.
Like,
do not get this fucked up, ladies.
Like, we're nice guys. We can share a friendship. But if I'm single, I'm a bachelor. I'm coming to you. I'm asking you out. Like, only if I mention this, and this is me. I'm being honest. If I ask you out to lunch and I say something of the words of, oh no, it's just casual, or like, it's just friends. If I say that, you could trust my word that I'm moving calm with you. But if I don't mention that and I just say, yo, let's go out to lunch, I'm hunting you. Like you're on the menu. It's no malice. I ain't gonna be no dog about it. But you are an attractive woman. I want to get with you.
Yeah.
I'm a gentleman. I'm very courteous.
I like you, and I want you.
I want to fuck you. Like, yeah.
We can do this the easy way. We can do this the
No, that's how they rape.
Yeah. That is that nigga was a rapist.
Yeah, exactly. But
choice is yours.
Up. Like,
do not get it fucked up.
I'm gonna come
ladies.
to you in your DM, very, very pleasant. If I ask you out to lunch, if I have asked you out to lunch in the past,
can't remember the last time I slid in a DM.
I'm trying to get at you. Yes. So don't think because you got a man that I'm just gonna automatically respect that. Sometimes I'm on my bully. Sometimes I'm feeling that way.
Sometimes niggas on demon time.
And then why you giving me your number? Like, as she's giving me her number, and there's multiple girls that got mans, and we ain't speaking about sex, but I'm actively flirting with you. I'm asking you out. Like,
I'm texting you at nighttime.
Would you want your man
only
to give out his number to a girl that was flirting with him, asking him out to dinner? Would you feel good about that? No, you wouldn't. So treat your partner how you want to be treated.
These niggas out here capping, bro.
It's simple shit.
These niggas out here capping. Bro, even before we got in relationships, we used to have these conversations. Like, yo, this chick, she got a boyfriend. And we'd be like, yo, fuck that nigga. Yeah. But it's like, part of you, it's like...
Yeah. I don't do it so often now because that should come back to you, I think.
Yeah.
You moving hot with a nigga girl.
Yeah.
Plus, niggas kill over their women. My life is very...
I'm too young and handsome.
My life is very positive right now.
And on the up and up.
Yeah, it's on the up and up. I don't need no woman. A lot of times,
my life is not worth... Killed. Yes.
In history, most men get killed because of women.
And they know what the fuck they doing.
So
they know what they doing. I
don't want your wife. I don't want your girl. Have a great family.
Ladies,
enjoy yourself.
This is every woman on the planet, excluding family, of course. Your pussy is not worth my life. Your pussy is not worth me dying over. Your pussy is not worth me acting crazy over you.
No.
Your pussy is not worth me texting you uncontrollably, calling you uncontrollably. I've never met a woman so far that I've exuded these attributes, these actions.
I have. I ain't gonna cap.
It's not that serious, ladies.
I've had situations where I was like
texting and calling,
like not on some like texting like.
I mean, you a cancer.
Not some like texting like 3-4 times, but like I'll double text.
I've done that. I'll before.
Double text. I'll if we got a type of relationship where like
only
we close. I'll even triple text hours later on something like, yo, like, you good? Like, cause I'm more of like a warrior. Like,
yeah, I see.
Like I get from my mom. Like I'm a big like if I know we text frequently and you don't text back, my mom gets to think like, yo, did she get kidnapped or some shit? Like, I'm that guy. I'm like, damn, bro, like, is she alright? Cause like she getting home late from work. I'm that guy. So I'm like, yo, you good? Like out there. But on that like I'm not going to be speaking to myself in text. Or that like, oh, we screenshotted him and he having to cut it with himself. Like. Girls do that shit like, yo, he having a conversation with himself. I'm not that guy.
Yeah, that's
but
dub.
I ain't gonna cap. It has been times where a girl maybe wasn't giving me the action that I wanted, and I triple text her because I wanted the attention. Not in my recent years, but I have. I can't say never. I can't say never. Yeah. I can't say never.
I think I've only double text. Well, no. I've double text before. No, this for me too. But I exuded majority of this shit, which I still didn't do it crazy when I was in a relationship.
No, this for me too. That I don't think you have this characteristic. Like, I'm someone that I seek assurance. Like, I'm someone that like, even if we like, I need to know the reasons of something. Like, you did something, I want to know why. Even if we don't speak no more, I just want to know why. Because I'm always collecting data. That's just me. I want to know.
I do that as well.
I need assurance. So the thing is,
I don't show it, but I would do it. I've done that.
Let's say you and a person, in general, because I know you and a person have a dispute, right? And they start responding before they like give you the answer to your question. You ain't gonna text them back. You're not gonna seek that answer. It's whatever to you, right? It's whatever, like,
wait, if we have a argument, you said?
Let's say you have a dispute, or let's say like you're not gonna go seeking for something if they're not reciprocating that energy back.
If they're not showing me,
yeah. Right?
Okay.
Me, I want assurance.
You want to know why they acting different?
I want to know the reason why. That little piece
before they act.
We cannot speak ever again. Matter of fact, I already placed you in this box that you ain't shit. Like, I ain't gonna fuck with you no more. It's just I want to know the reason of where things went wrong, and I'm a C4. I ain't gonna stalk you. Obviously, I'm not gonna talk to myself in text, but I'm gonna go a little extra mile that you probably wouldn't. You know what I mean? Maybe. Like, I want to know.
Like, my whole thing is,
just sit with me.
My whole thing is like I prioritize people. Well, no, I categorize people. So if it's like a relationship, yeah, I'm gonna be like, yo, let's speak. We gonna chop it up. But if it's like, oh boy, you know who you know don't know how to get shit and don't know how to speak to niggas the right way and think you could talk to me and tell me to do shit on your time, nah, you gonna get this energy and then you gonna get kicked to the curb.
Right.
And we see each other in person, nigga, you don't exist.
Right.
So I would exude it more so with women or a person, a guy who I have a lot of rapport and like history with.
Right.
Like a cousin or something.
Right.
But other than that, you a random nigga. I don't give a fuck about what you going through or why you think or acting how you acting.
Yeah.
I have another question too. Would you rather be viewed as the relationship guy or a savage by women?
When you say relationship guy, you mean someone that women...
Oh, that's Dominique. He carries himself well. He's this, he's that. Like he's the security. You want to be viewed as that? Okay.
Yeah. Because I am that. I've never really seen myself as a savage.
Savage is more so just like the entertainment.
Yeah. Like, even though I can say that I probably slept with more women than the average man, or I've dealt with a lot of women. I've never really seen myself as a savage, just because the way I've carried out those situations. It was never done by malice. It was never done on some selfish shit, like on some hit and quitting shit. It's never on intentions to like a revengeful thing, like, you fuck this nigga, then I'm gonna fuck your girl. And then it was never on some like, it was always just, I'm young, I'm a bachelor, I've been single all my life, only been in one serious relationship. I'm just out here having fun. I mean, but if I could choose, I want to be seen in that light, someone that, a
husband.
Women see me as an ally. They could trust me. You know what I mean? He's when he does have a girl, he ain't gonna slide on me and my girl. He got respect for his girl and shit. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Even though I'll make this edit though, I agree, but it's like, all right. So I'm like you said, I want to be. My whole thing is like, ever since I was young, I wanted to be married by like 27 and shit, have children.
Facts.
Like,
facts.
That's just me. I'm very simple. Like,
I said 25, but
But life happened.
Life happened.
So I adapted, and so throughout life, like you said, I always exhibited like that security, like, Abdalla, he a good guy, he this, he that. But this is what I'm getting at. That savage is lurking in the fucking dark. Like,
yeah, it's always
so
there.
It's like, yeah, I would like to be viewed as that, but I know what I embody. We're speaking about how they'll view us.
Right.
They don't know what we know, and we don't know what they know. So why would you not like to be viewed as a savage?
Because I mean, I feel like we all have savage moments, but to be viewed as you could be a good person that makes mistakes, right? Make certain mistakes, but you're still a good person at like in its core, or you just be a fucking complete shithead. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm looking at the alternative. Like, if I'm not someone that, it's only two options. If I'm not someone that women see as security and as an ally and someone that they feel safe around and someone they could build with, what's the alternative to that? Someone that they seen as maybe someone that is maybe selfish
non-stable,
moving for only one thing with no regard for people's feelings, and I just never been that guy.
Yeah,
those type of characteristics that I'm attached to a savage. We all have savage moments, sure, but the overall, like who I am in its core, I don't want to be seen that way. Because it's a character thing. You know what I mean, I was gonna say flaw, but everyone has point times in their life where you grow and shit. So I wouldn't even call it a flaw. It's just you going through the motions. You going through. You know what I mean? Like some guys, like I always said this, like since a kid, I don't know if it's because I'm a Cancer, who knows, or because I raised by my mom mostly, a little my mom in my life. Now they sound like but like I've always been like that hopeful romantic. I've always been like a romantic guy. I've always been like super like, lovey-dovey and hold hands and want to be sweet, want to take care of the date and just be a gentleman. I've always been that guy since an 18-year-old, even though I was fucking around with girls.
Since before that,
doing this, like I've always wanted to get married and have kids and do right by my woman.
Same here, yeah.
I've never really been like that complete like fuck it, I'm just doing, you know what I mean? I've never been that guy.
Why do you think that is?
Probably my upbringing, probably just seeing my dad. My dad's a good example of just being a stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying? Him and my mom relationship wasn't perfect, but I never seen him just flat out disrespect my mom or my stepmother. Just like, treat them bad. He just led by example, as well as my uncles and shit. And just, my mom did a hell of a job on me. And just also myself, you know what I mean? Because I could have easily been influenced by my environment, so yeah, man.
Okay, not bad. I like how you associated certain attributes to that of a savage, so that people could get a better understanding. Because people gonna be like, "Oh, what is a savage? What is a savage?" I mean, Rihanna said it, but what is a savage?
Right.
Do you think a lot of you pointed at me for
see
my insight?
Yeah, to see like you said you agree with being, but like why so not a savage? Like
why not a savage? Because I know I have, like you said, it's a temporarily thing. This savage is a temporary thing. For the most part, I'm cool, calm, collect, Abdalla. Everybody know Abdalla is that quiet nigga, that smart nigga, that low-key fly nigga, whatever it is. That's Abdalla. Like, he stay in his lane. That's him. He cool. That's it.
Right.
So, that's me.
Yeah.
So, I'm in tune all the way with this Libra shit. But I embody countless amount of other attributes that I don't need to exude to every person I come across in that moment. Imagine meeting a chick and it's like, I got to show you 26 versions of me. She like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it when I find out that's how I look at it if I come across like, if I want a woman, like if I'm really interested, like, yo, this, like exclusive wise, not just sexually. My mindset is not on some, I'm gonna be one of these niggas you texting. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
I'm not putting on a fucking show for you.
Yeah.
You're not, no woman, no. That's a dub.
Yeah. I don't do the competition.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't do that jogging shit.
I'm not competing.
I don't do that chasing shit. I don't do that competition shit.
Because I know, like, we know we just different. It's gonna sound cocky when people hear it, but we know we just different. I know I'm different. You know what I mean?
That's how I'm coming. Period.
I'm not competing with these regular niggas.
These niggas?
You know what I mean?
Like that?
Nah.
Bro,
I'm built different.
You can have them niggas.
Yeah.
So, because of that, it's like, yeah, I don't want to. I would prefer, like, and another thing that you said before in the past too, I would prefer the whole incognito route. You know what you about to get.
Yeah.
Everybody know you're savage. I could fuck my money up like that.
Yeah.
Because there's billionaires that are nice people. Multi-millionaires that are nice people.
Yeah.
Besides, why do I need to go around the planet making people feel lesser than.
Yeah.
And plus being arrogant,
it's an insecurity thing.
It's a counter, it's basically contradictory to my foundational values: love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. How can I be preaching love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice and I think I'm better than you niggas?
Right.
That's the stupidest shit ever.
Right. No, that's facts. All that shit stem from someone that's insecure, big ego. They feel like they have a point to prove. They want to be the guy in the room. I'm the one getting the bitches. I'm the one. Like, it's the same reason why, like, you can associate someone that's a savage with, let's say, being heartless. Like, they only think about themselves.
Yeah.
They're like cold and shit, right? But I think that's just a result of their insecurities. Like, somebody was heartless to them.
Yeah. Hurt people.
Yeah, hurt people. You know what I mean?
Now,
there's no healing in that.
What level of or percentage of people out here right now in the dating arena would you say are savages? Oh, women. Well, I mean, both. Both. Because I really don't give a fuck
dating
about
arena. Like, we speak about our age bracket.
Like 5 less, 5 up.
85%
are savages.
85 to 90%. Yeah.
Women.
Both. Well, no.
It's
men,
two.
Men. I'm saying 90 to 95. I'll be honest.
90 to 95% of
only
men are savages.
They are a product of society, and society encourages that. The combo we had on.
I thought you was about to sneeze just
on Clubhouse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's more encouraged. It's more rewarded. So that's why I think more men will be that way, because they're being rewarded for it. It's like you training a dog. The dog do something good, you give him a treat. Niggas fuck mad girls, you give them a treat. So
what's the treat?
The treat is like
more pussy.
The treat could be
the
treat could be more pussy, because I've heard women say
like that shit.
They like a man that has the ability to get a lot of women.
Yeah.
You get a certain level of clout in your mind to your peers. You get clout. You get popularity. It's kind of the same thing. It can open certain doors for you. Being that guy on campus, in a sense.
That's a fact.
Now with women, I think it's a little lower number, even though now I think it's higher than it was in the past. But I think now for women, I'm going between 70 and 65, 70%. Obviously, these numbers are fucking bogus. but like...
This is from Dominique CDC.
Yeah, I think it's just lower because... And it seems pretty high just because dating realm now is like, why have guys like us been single for so long? Because we've been dating.
Because we
women,
picky as fuck. I'm a picky nigga.
We picky, but why are we picky? Why are we not picking most women?
Because I don't shove my dick in anything.
Because they don't have... A lot of women, it is what it is. They don't have the attributes of a woman that I want to have
compliment
children with
me
or be my wife.
Compliment me. Yeah, it's really hard.
Because they thinking like me. You know what I mean? If we have a conversation, not like me. Think like a man. Think like a man.
Can't really say that either.
I say that because a lot of women that I've encountered, or just in general that I've encountered, same thing I just said. Like they're not really thinking about the long term, the long road. They're trying to get their shit off. A lot of women are starting to move more like women or more like men. I don't know if you've been noticing it.
I've noticed that.
You know what I mean,
they've been trying. I was going to expound on that.
They've been trying
because I'm gonna point out some major flaws why you could never. All women, I'm gonna say to them, y'all could never be like niggas. I'm gonna prove why.
But then do have them women that I think more women than men, they do want to settle down, have that family foundation, and they want to settle down earlier than a man does. I feel like a lot of men. You think
that's still true right now, though?
I think that's still true. Okay. I think a lot of men, they want to get their shit off to their 30s. Like, they want to go to Vegas, go to Miami, fuck mad girls, Cancun, all inclusive.
But the women doing that too, though.
But I know, but I think a higher amount of them are doing it younger. But then when they reach a certain age, they're like, all right, I want to settle down now.
At the end of the day, they still did it though.
Yeah, but we're talking about
5 less, 5 up. Okay, our demographic. Okay,
yeah. But
all right, I'll say this. As far as the men, I would say men are more savages than women. I'd say that first.
What percentage?
Percentage wise, shit, this is gonna be hard. Fuck.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that is true. She said that's gonna be hard. Then she said fuck. But in terms of percentage, I would say 50 to 70% of men.
Half. As savages. You think half? That's it?
Yeah.
That's low.
50 to 70% of men.
Oh,
I just really, it could be 50 to 60 or 60 to 70.
Okay.
It's like,
It's a high ball 70. Okay.
Yeah. Women, I think less women are savages.
Mm-hmm. So what percentage?
I think women savages, I think 15% max.
Really?
Yes. And I'm gonna explain why.
Like heartless,
savage,
want to fuck niggas and move on.
All right. Okay.
You know what I mean? They don't go. They want to.
Okay, but see, I don't want to include the women who chase entertainers to get fucking child support. That's not a savage. Well, that's an opportunist.
Support. Not child support because they.
I'm talking regular shit, like just regular. Yeah.
Fuck guys.
That's what I'm saying. I would say, 25% max. 25% max, and I'm gonna explain why.
Sure.
I'm gonna explain why. Because women, all right, we know about the whole emotion and we know that. All right. But in addition to that, women cannot look a nigga in his eyes and be like, I'm fucking somebody else. Yeah, the average, she cannot do that. The average woman cannot fucking do that. She can.
The average woman, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Women, like, that's what I'm saying. Majority is.
I know some women that
majority. That's what I'm saying. 25% max, because these women is like they so heartless. They more heartless than a heartless nigga.
That's a savage. Yeah.
She like, whoo, you could feel the savagery like steaming off her. Like very, very few women can do this shit.
Yeah.
Body count. I don't care for body count. I never asked a woman how many niggas she fuck with.
Don't know.
But there's some women who, very few women that be like, yo, I fucked 102 niggas. And look at you like, and you like a little bitch inside, like, she gonna fuck the shit out of me. She gonna fuck the shit out of me. That's how you thinking as an insecure man. You gonna be like, oh, she fucked. Every day you gonna start thinking about it.
Depending on what she is in my life, I don't care.
I meet a woman like that. Nah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. We make fireworks. Anyway, in addition to those two, it is very hard for a woman to say. It is very hard for a woman to be honest, period, about multiple guys in her life. Period.
From what you collected.
From what I've collected in terms of family and dating, women cannot say, I got a movie guy, you're my entertainment guy, this nigga is my fuck buddy. Or I want to fuck, I want to be fuck buddies. This is once again proven. And then who caved first?
It won't say it.
It wasn't me. I didn't cave first.
They want you to
relationship. A lot of, like, this not throwing anybody on the bus. This is just objectivity. Relationship. I don't push these things. These are things I don't push. I go off the vibe. It's mutual respect. And if things are escalating naturally, cool. But conversation stuff, I don't initiate these things.
Initiate what?
Like, oh, you want to be in a relationship? I don't act shit like that.
Oh no, that's a weird way to act.
Like, even in the smoothest way possible, I don't initiate certain things.
So you don't.
You
don't ask the girl if you want to be my girlfriend. You just, after a while.
I only had one girlfriend.
Well, would you?
I would. That was just about to say. Yeah. If initially I see you in a certain light, and then your actions, your characteristics, all of that prove to me, all right. Eventually, after my screening process, that conversation could be had. Right. But I'm not just that like, I need your validation. Like, I need you in a relationship with me. I need you to. No, I don't need these things.
What about bringing up the conversation to being fuck buddies?
Fuck buddies? Have I ever?
That just lead into, or you actually?
No, that conversation could be had. Yeah. Because eventually, after we mess around for the first time, it's like, all right, what are we doing? Yeah. On not my part. That's what I'm saying. These conversations are not started on because of me. I know what I want. I know my whole thing is I go into every situation knowing me. I'm true to me. I didn't lie to get where we at right now. I didn't do none of these things, manipulate none of these things. Mm-hmm. So, but my long story short, at the end of the day, even being fuck buddies, eventually it was like, oh my God, bro, you just want to fuck me? It's like,
yeah, most times
y'all can't be savages, bro. Yeah, y'all want to be.
Most times
the idea.
The average woman probably can't.
The average woman.
There are some women out there that they
that's what I'm saying. When I say y'all, I mean for the most part. Y'all, as in a whole gender, cannot be this heartless. Y'all are wired to nurture and love. It's impossible for you to go against that hard wiring. That's like asking a PlayStation fucking 4 to play an Xbox 360 disc. Nigga, that's not my format. Like, what the fuck are you trying to do?
Yeah.
No matter how much you eject and put in that same disc, that's the same dimensions of a PS4 disc, is not gonna work.
We cannot read. We cannot read the game. Yeah, but that's why we had a conversation on the podcast a while ago. I think we had who we have on? Was it
Mel?
Was it Kay and Tasha? No, I think it was Jennifer. I think it was Jennifer and the other girl. I forgot her name.
Sasha,
yeah. Well, I said, what it was episode where I mentioned what's the girl that was dating Lori Harvey?
Yeah.
Right? I mentioned her and women like Rihanna that obviously we don't know these women. I'm only picking on...
They're perceived as savages.
I'm picking on what I've been seeing them in their relationships and how... I remember seeing at the awards, like Drake just confessed his love for Rihanna while she's on stage. And she didn't say a word. All she did was dab.
Like dab?
Yeah, dab. He literally was like, this is the first woman in the industry. He said some shit that like, she has my heart and she still has my heart. And like the crowd was like, oh.
That's savage.
And she was like, dab. Like, they didn't say nothing. You have a woman that... So like...
I wouldn't say...
We see examples like that where like... She's just like, this nigga Drake been confessing his love for her for years, and she's just like,
she don't want it.
Nah, I'm on a mission right now.
Mm-hmm.
Someone could deem that as being a savage. So, women like that, they're
rare.
They're pushing the trend though.
Yeah,
they're pushing the trend. Women is like, oh, okay, like,
but you know what's
starting
funny?
To learn the game.
But what's funny is a woman like that is still submissive to the right guy.
Yeah, of course. Sorry.
That's what a lot of people don't get, though.
Sure.
They think it's just savage 24/7.
The same way.
That's what they think.
But the same way. The same way how a guy could be, like these macho and these super savage guys that is like, damn, bro.
I know these niggas be lonely.
Like they got that one girl they super soft with.
Yeah.
They want to be spooned and they want to be cuddled. You know what I mean? Everybody got that one person that's like, you know what I mean?
I don't care how much these people cap. I'll look majority of them in their eyes, if not all, and tell them, I know you lying. There's somebody you love. Period. Because
even the hardest
whether you are at a point right now, whereas there's nobody you love at all, there's somebody you love that got you to this point. And and you remember her first and last name and her birthday.
Right.
All of that shit you remember. So don't tell me you don't remember these things. Oh, I forgot that bitch. Fuck that. You remember. Yeah. That is third grade. You 73, nigga. You remember Jessica Jenkins from the third grade with the braids and the braces, nigga. You capping. Yeah. These niggas be lying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's facts.
Fact of the week?
Yeah, fact of the week.
And another thing too, another reason, this is my last reason why I know women can't be savages. That whole, oh, so what now? Oh, where do we go from here? Nah, can't be no damn savage wondering about the nigga feelings and shit.
But you know what else they say about niggas too? Never dated a nigga before, so I can't speak on it.
Yeah, I can't
speak
on these things.
a lot of women say that when a nigga heartbroken, he be more hurt than the girl.
I would, depend on
niggas broken, bro. Like,
niggas, they act very anal.
Niggas broken. Like women can do heartbreak.
They can be, yeah.
But I've always heard that, like, yo, when a nigga heartbroken, like he
niggas
take
start
that shit way
growing out their hair,
so it's
gain
like
50 pounds.
Yeah, everybody
be on some fuck all bitches, fuck my mama, fuck my like they ain't even do shit to you.
Yeah,
you mad over this shit?
They be hurt.
Like,
they be hurt,
bro.
They be hurt.
You know, Backpage exists, right? You know, Tinder exists. You know, fucking OnlyFans exists, right? Right. And you can take it a step further. You know, actual call service exists. Like they can come and do these things to you.
They give you a card. No. On
the strip?
Yeah, like that shit's legal out there.
Nah, I believe you. Like AC.
They just give you a card with a fucking
like
prostitute on it. And then you call at 8 p.m.
All right, fact of the week. This fact of the week was contrived from a book that I'm reading.
It sounded like you was gonna say sponsored by. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, it sounds like it, right? Okay, so it's this book that I'm reading, and he basically, the author said, the average sentence given to a man for a drugs conviction is 10 years. If it's, oh my God, people keep calling me. The average sentence given to a man for a drug conviction is 10 years, even if it's his first offense. The laws are based on radius of the crime to a school. Therefore, in urban areas where the sentences can be stiffer because there are many more schools in urban communities. This means that urbanites or minorities will automatically get more time than those living in rural areas. So we were systemically, conveniently placed, predisplaced, or areas were purposely set up for us to seek, oh, the rent is over there. It's only $700. Let's go there. Right. So now we got Thomas Jefferson High School,
3 blocks away from
elementary schools all over.
Yeah.
Niggas catch you with whatever. Oh, we got a high school down the block, Your Honor.
And you got
because now we describing this shit. We describing this shit to the judge and the fucking your so-called. Makes
it's
sense.
Down the block from your job.
When I read your crib, when I read one across the street from my crib.
It's like like around the block. Oh yeah,
across the street from my crib.
And it's a preschool around the block.
Then there's the one on Pennsylvania.
Then there's one down the block from Jeff. Across street from Jeff.
The preschool between
Maxwell.
Yeah. Reading this shit, I was like, yo, this makes no wonder.
Yeah, no wonder niggas getting out of because the neighborhoods got like fucking 6 every.
So now you fucking speaking to a judge and the fucking the jury who are not of your peers, cause all them niggas from fucking Long Island and shit, and they're like the prosecutor is painting a fucking picture.
Yeah.
Your Honor, we have a preschool half a block away, an elementary school just 2 blocks, and a high school, and it's guys like this that's keeping these people in the hood,
Right. They're hurting it.
And these people are going to fall for it. They're going to fall for it. They're going to fall for it. Whether they know or don't know that, you know, it's America that set this shit up like this, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. But yo, shout out to the author, man. The title of this book is actually The Art of Human Chess. The Art of Human Chess, yeah.
Human chess.
Human chess, yeah.
So you say human.
Human.
Do
not act like Thing used to do this to me too.
What? I'm just saying the word is
it's human. It's human.
Human? Where's the H?
Human. Ask me to spell it. Humidity. Do you say humidity?
Yeah, I said that.
Humidity.
Humidity. Yeah,
it's humidity.
all right.
Hummer. I'm driving the newest Hummer.
You don't say yummer.
Damn right I don't say yummer. I say Hummer.
You don't say ummer.
I'm not saying Hummer.
You say Hummer because it's the H. You're fun.
I'm saying Hummer.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Hummer.
Yeah.
Okay, and
yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga.
Yeah. Hunt. Yeah. Hummer. Hunt.
Humidity.
Humor.
Humidity. Human.
I can't say it like that with those words. It's different. It's just different. But yo, thank y'all for listening.
Facts.
Yo,
man. Thank y'all for listening. Stay vigilant.
Vigilant.
Stay stay positive, spread love, and
keep the savagery up. Pimp up, souls down.
Yo, man, just do good, man. Treat people how you want to be treated.
Until the savage come out.
Philosophy.
Until the savage come out.
Bang.